In this video, we're going to be breaking down how this small agency used YouTube to scale past $10,000 a month, right? His name is Jake, and we're going to be breaking down his entire sales funnel and how he's been able to do this, because most agency owners grind for every single client that they have, whether that be through cold outreach, referrals, or maybe even some paid ads. Yet they're still stuck at $4,000 to $6,000 every single month, barely breaking past the plateau to get to $10,000 a month. However, Jake, I know him personally, he was in the exact same spot. Now he's making $30,000 a month with his agency. And the craziest part is he's doing this with just 258 YouTube subscribers. Not some massive audience, just a simple content strategy that brings in warm, high ticket leads on autopilot. And here's the thing, he's not even doing it perfectly, right? So if you're still relying on outbound referrals or luck, then you're leaving thousands of dollars on the table every single month, right? You see here, Jake is making $30,000 a month with his agency. So in this video, we're going to break down exactly how YouTube changed the entire game for agency owners and how you can use it to scale past $4,000 to $6,000 a month and finally start hitting those 10K months that you are looking for, right? As I said, Jake is the YouTuber that we're going to be studying in this case study video. He actually used to be my old business partner, but we'll get into that a bit later. He posts typical YouTube videos, just explaining how he's able to scale his clients with paid ads, right? And then in all of these videos, he has a simple call to action that directs his leads to his Calendly, which is just a calendar app where people are able to book in calls with him, right? You find his availability, you click the Calendly, and then he asks you a bunch of questions, and then you're able to schedule an event. These questions that he asked, they're not random, but as I said, we're going to be breaking down exactly how he's able to convert such a small audience so well. Why is he able to do that? Right? Because with 258 subscribers, making $30K a month seems completely unreasonable, but he's doing it. Because most agency owners rely on referrals, cold outreach, and chase leads who aren't even fully qualified or not interested in their service, and they struggle with inbound client flow. But with Jake, clients come to him already warmed up because the content that he posts builds trust before the sales calls. How, you may be wondering? As I said, let's break it down. We call it the 4-step sales funnel, where you need to generate attention from your ICP, educate them, contact them, and then collect cash. My boy over here is going to go over the first step, which is generating attention.
So the first step with 4-step sales funnel is attention. He generates his attention from ICP, as you can see here. He uses big numbers to generate interest. His videos are very, very specific.
You could see here that, as I said, using big numbers to attract agency clients who are already making over 10K a month. If you're making 0K, then you're not going to click on this video because scaling to 25K isn't your first milestone, right? He has scaling to 30K a month with just paid ads. He could call his specific target audience and be more specific with the videos that he posts and be more consistent, but he's still making 30K a month.
So he only wants to attract his ICP and that's it, because that's what makes him money. He does not post videos with no value because views does not equal money. In his case, he only needs to gain attention from his specific ICP. He does not post broad content.
And again, views does not equal money. So if you're going to post a vlog in Dubai driving a bunch of supercars or doing some crazy stuff, that'll attract a lot of people. You'll get a lot of views, but not all of those people who watch that video will have money for your service. We're trying to make money here. We're not trying to be influencers. We're trying to be business owners. So if you're trying to do this in the most efficient way, then take some notes, leave them in the comments.
He does although post value content, educational content, and very niche specific content. So you have to solve their initial problems for free in your content, and they will run back to you once they have the money for your services because you've already solved so many of their problems.
You can see here, he goes over how to run paid ads for his clients, which is like coaches, agencies, B2B businesses, very not really niche, which he could be doing better. He's showing fold calendars, how he's able to scale with paid ads. You could just copy him. He's pretty much just posting value content, educational content, and he's being pretty specific with his niche. As you can see here in his Instagram bio, he says agency and coaches and B2B businesses on his website. So the alignment of his social media profiles could be a lot better, but hey, he's still killing it.
So the tip is to be very specific on who you want to target so you can become a market authority in this niche. Moving forward, he posts content for qualified leads and not empty viewers, as Ohi already mentioned. You could either post a vlog in Dubai driving supercars, gaining 50,000 views, and it could only get you 2 to 3 clients, or you could post problem solving sales assets, get a lot less views because it's a small market, and still gain 2 to 3 clients. The thing is, it takes time to build interest, trust, and credibility. But once you've done it, you can convert it into a lot of money.
And yeah, as I said, I used to work for Jake. I used to work for him as an appointment setter and also a closer. So I know how his sales process works. And I'll be giving away my entire closing framework completely for free by the end of this video. Just DM me the word framework on Instagram. The Instagram link is going to be in the description over there. So if you're looking to study and actually understand how to close sales calls, not following a script, but a framework, then just DM us on IG.
So moving to the second step, value and educate. Jake makes his ICP trust him. And here's the trust building process. So first, he provides solutions for free. Then he educates his audience on bottleneck issues, and then redirects his traffic.
So look, he redirects his traffic to his website, which is the link in the description. And what he does over here is just post a bunch of testimonials. He has his offer over here. And it would be better if you actually recorded a video, right, explaining, going over this and actually speaking instead of having your ICP do this on their own. Because again, it builds a relationship, it builds the trust. They get to know you a little bit more, consume more of your content. And then that's how he's able to schedule calls.
The important thing is that people buy from people. You have to make them relate to you or your clients. Show them how you were in their exact situation.
And how you were able to actually help them. So that is step 1 and step 2, which is generating attention and educating your audience. This step 3 and step 4 is where we can actually make money. So let's break it down. Let's get into contact, right? As you can see here, you need to contact your leads because content alone, it can get you clients, but it takes time for clients to watch all of your videos and then come to this self-realization that they need to make a change. But if you DM them, then they can pay you today, right? For example, what Jake has in his Instagram bio, he has DM me the word mentor for help, right? This would get people who are interested in getting help from him to DM him. And then from there, he would just use proven frameworks to get into a conversation. Either if they follow you and they don't DM you, you could start off an initial message like this, or you could just have a conversation. It's very easy as an appointment setter. And if you're looking for any frameworks, then again, DM us on Instagram because I could walk you through that. And because this is what appointment setters do. They just set appointments for qualified leads. They have conversations with the people who DM them, qualify them, figure out how much money they're making, what are they doing, what are their pains, where are they struggling with, what can't they do? And then in the DMs, again, provide more free value, send them sales assets, educate them, right? And this will just help you increase interest. And then after they're interested and after they've been educated, then you'd send them over the calendar link, right? Jake's calendar takes you to his calendar, and then he's able to ask you questions, right? He's asking questions like your name, your email, and then just typical contact information. And then he goes on to ask about how much are they making currently, right? If they're making 0 to 5K, they probably can't afford his services. So if they're making 5 to 15 or 20K plus, then they are a case specific fit for a service and his goal, right? Or the ICP's goal. But what he could be doing is asking questions like, what exactly are you looking to get out of this call? And what this does is it gets the ICP to type out where they're struggling with. So the ICP understands that there is a problem to be solved. And so Jake has more context getting into the call. So he's able to close at a higher rate. He needs to ask them that, or he needs to tell them that the price of the service typically ranges from X to Y. And in order to book this call or actually head on, then just click that you understand, right? Make sure that they actually have enough money for your product. You don't want to price drop the exact price because then they would start thinking, oh, I don't know, this is not worth it, without actually getting an explanation of the value and going through the closing framework, which again, I'm going to be breaking down. It will help close a lot. I do a lot of mock calls. I do a lot of actual closing calls, and the framework is pretty good. So just stick around to the end. And getting them pre-sold, right? Saying, After you have this much to invest, are you ready to start working with Leadscape, which is this company, right? If you click yes, then you are pre-sold. You're already ready to start working with them. And if no, then you're probably unqualified, right? After they filled that out, then he would just send you a bunch of sales assets, right? You could see how he could scale to 30K a month with just paid ads and how you could copy him. This is how you learn before the call. And then he'll berate you with testimonials, right? And a bunch of free guides on his website. As I said, he has that slideshow presentation. Would be better if it was like a Loom video just explaining how he'd be able to do this, because this shows the ICP that he's credible. He's able to help people who are similar to them get to where they want to go. It builds trust. And it also helps the viewers or the ICP, because you're posting content to attract customers and leads, not just regular viewers. It helps them align with the clients that you're already helping. So when they get on the sales call, their show up rate will already be increased because you'll be sending them these sales assets, whether it be in the DMs or in the emails. And then these sales assets will also handle the objections that they may have, why they shouldn't buy. It'll educate them more. And again, you provide so much free value that they want to come back to you for more after you solve their problems. And that is called the rule of reciprocity. You give and you get. And again, these sales assets just showing results, showing capability, it gets them over the edge and makes them trust you even more, which is what will really increase your show rate. So that is step 3, contacting these leads. And then the last step in this 4-step sales funnel is collecting cash. We all love that. That's what I'm here for. We're all here for that. So as I said, I used to be a closer. So I used to be the person actually taking these calls. So after you do all these first 3 steps properly, you've attracted these high quality people. You've nurtured them in your content. You've sent them sales assets. So they're pre-qualified because of the content that you post, your titles, the questions that you ask in the DMs, the questions that you have on Calendly. They're pre-sold because if you did the form correctly, they'd already say that, yes, I'm willing to work with this person. And they're fully warmed up. They know that you're capable. They know that you're credible. They know that you're trustworthy. Right. So they're fully warmed up, ready for that call, which just helps you increase your closing rate from like lower than 20% to over 50. Because if you're doing cold DMs, like what most agency owners are doing, or cold emails, these people have no clue who you are. You want to get them on a call and you want them to pay you high ticket immediately. They don't know who you are. They don't trust who you are. Why would they pay you that much money? That's why your closing rate isn't where it wants to be. But if you do all the 3 steps properly, then you'd have a very, very warm sales call to take, which will, again, increase your closing rate. On that sales call, you dive into their current situation. Where are they currently at? What pains are they struggling with? What are their problems? What have they tried to do to overcome those problems, and why hasn't that worked for them? Then, after making them realize that they have pains that they're struggling with, that they've been struggling to get over, you'd be like, take them to fairy tale land, take them to fantasy land, get them to tell you, why do they want this so badly? Like, what would change in their life if they're able to get these things, right? You see the tonality that I'm using there is because I've been in sales. And then you tie them down. Say, okay, you've been trying for so long, you haven't been able to do this, and you want to get here. But look, if you want to take care of your family and you've been trying for like 9 months, your family hasn't seen this life that you've been wanting for them for 9 months, right? Tie them down emotionally to show them that there's a cost for not taking this opportunity. And look over here, as I said, we have my closing framework that is going to be in the DMs. If you DM us the word framework on Instagram, the link to our Instagram is going to be in the description. Just give us a follow over there and DM us. I'll go over this framework. I'll explain it to you in more detail. We go over the introduction, discovery, digging into the pains, future pacing them, opportunity costs, and then transitioning into the pitch. Right, I'll go over that in the DMs even more. And if you want us to make a video on that, just comment sales, whatever. Just comment whatever if you want us to make a video on that. Once you tie them down and you go through that framework, then all you need to do now is just pitch your service to them. And once you pitch your service, that's when you make the money. That's what we need. These clients are inbound. They're pre-qualified. They're pre-sold. And this is how Jake is scaling his agency past 46K a month, past 10K a month, to all the way to $30,000 a month, right? So again, if you want to scale your high ticket offer, your agency offer, and break past $4,000 to $6,000 a month where you're currently stuck without relying on cold outreach and booking in unqualified prospects who don't have the money for your services or not interested or whatever objections, or don't even show up to these calls, but you do want the high quality sales calls, You want to be able to increase your prices because, again, they know you, they like you, they trust you, have a higher closing rate on top of that, and be an authority in your market. Then book a call with us in the description where you can speak with us, because right now, agency owners who are stuck at 4 to 6K a month, like you're not the only one, are making one of two choices. A, they're either keep posting random content, sending random cold DMs, just praying for the best, praying for leads, or B, they start using a proven framework that guarantees inbound clients. And again, Jake is literally proof that even just with 258 subscribers, this works. He's making over $30,000 a month. So imagine what happens with your agency if you do it right. Jake is doing this. He's not perfect, but if you implement these systems into your business, then I guarantee you'll be getting inbound clients that are qualified, and your agency will be able to scale past that 4 to 6K a month mark. Again, if you want to book a call with us, the link is going to be in the description. And again, if you want that free framework, then just DM us the word framework on Instagram and we'll get back to you. Appreciate you. Peace out.